Good morning, ladies and gentlemen from South Korea. Recently, a shocking incident occurred in South Korea involving Ganbu, a university club with the second largest membership in the country. And the name of this university club is called Ganbu, which literally means close friends. It was revealed that many members of this club were involved in drug use and distribution. And this has sent shockwaves through the nation, especially since South Korea was considered as a drug-free country until just a few years ago. Moreover, what adds to the shock is that many of those who are involved are graduates from prestigious universities. So today I have brought an article for you guys, so let's take a look at the article together. So, since forming the club in 2021, Mr. A, we don't know the name of this person, we call it Mr. A. Mr. A has grown the club to around 300 members, making it the second largest in the country. And now you might say 300 is not big at all, but something else is coming, so just wait a moment. Here, Mr. A, along with the club executives B and C, selected members with high participation rates and invited them to clubs, luxury hotels, music festivals, and etc., where they drank alcohol and took advantage of the distraction to offer them liquid marijuana. For members who agreed to take the drugs, he exposed them to various drugs in that order, including MDMA. Okay, I don't know what that is. MDMA, LSD, ketamine, psilocybin, and methamphetamine marijuana. I don't know any of these drugs over here. I know marijuana, but methamphetamine marijuana? I don't know about that. The most commonly administered drug was LSD. Okay. The person A, B, and C also carried LSD in their carry-on luggage to Jeju Island. So Jeju Island is the biggest island here in Korea. People go there for honeymoon and stuff. Jeju Island and Thailand, even to Thailand, where they administered the drug. Furthermore, Mr. A invited male members and female employees from adult entertainment establishments to a luxury hotel suite and administered the drug to them in groups. Okay. Now, this is what's crazy. Prosecutors confirmed that they had joined a Telegram channel for the purpose of drug investigations, and that the channel had approximately 9,000 subscribers. And that is a lot. Now, Mr. A is a graduate of Yonsei University and a graduate student at KAIST. Now, KAIST stands for Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and KAIST is a university that the smartest students go to here in Korea. All the scientists and all the new technology and all the people who make new technologies come from this school, this university, KAIST. And that is crazy. Mr. A is a graduate student here in KAIST. The club advertised that there were luxury foreign cars in the club and that they could use luxury hotels and resorts at low prices, and interviewed executives based on their appearance. Now the Lookism problem here in Korea is showing here as well. Interviewed executives based on their appearance, academic background, and family background. So you have to be handsome or beautiful, and you have to be smart, and you have to have a good family background to be one of the executives of this club. That is insane. And they also used an apartment near a subway station in Seoul as a club room and held drinking parties and drug parties. Alright, that's the end of the article over here. And also, what's shocking about this news is that not only Mr. A, Mr. B, or Mr. C, but many people who are involved in this situation are very well educated students. They are students at the best universities here in Korea. And I'm really, really sad to hear that. I mean, being smart in studying and being smart in, living your life is a different story, I guess. Why would they do such a stuff? They're the smartest kids here in Korea. And it's really sad to hear that. Now, I can actually tell that drugs are slowly spreading through this country because until about 2-3 years ago, there was no news about drugs. No one talked about drugs. And I guess since something like 2020 or 2021, I started to see signs on the street put by the government saying that, stay away from drugs. If you are having problems with drugs, call this number, or things like that. Drugs are bad for you, things like that. And there were no such things until to 2020, 2019. So I guess this is becoming a serious problem here in Korea. And I've also heard that these days it's really easy to find drugs in the clubs in Seoul. So there are some places where many clubs are located, like Hongdae. Hongdae is a place in Seoul. Hongdae, Itaewon, Gangnam, and places like these. And I've heard that it is not so difficult to find drugs there. And when, I've been to clubs 3 or 4 times in my life when I was in my 20s. I would say from early 20s to mid 20s. And until then, there were no drugs. I did not see anyone doing drugs. And actually, I'm not a big fan of clubbing. I don't see what's so fun about, clubbing. It's full of smoke. So when you go outside the club, you smell like smoke. Your clothes, your hair, like every part of your body smells like smoke after clubbing, and I hated that. It was so dark, you couldn't see anything inside the club, So dark, and the music was so loud, my ears kind of hurt. So I was never a big fan of clubbing, and I'm a person who would rather, wake up early in the morning, sleep early at night. These days, even these days, I sleep at around 11, sometimes at 10 o'clock. And I'm a person who just wakes up early in the morning. I like to, watch the nature, look at the nature, have a can of Monster Zero or like a Zero Coke. Well, not in the morning, but anyways. So I don't really understand why people like clubbing so much. And actually, I have never seen anyone doing drugs in my life. Some of my friends are married and none of them do drugs. None of the people who I know do drugs. None of my family members do drugs. I don't do drugs, of course. And that is because I guess when I was in my 20s, drugs were not a thing here in Korea. There were no news about it. No one talked about drugs. So that's why we could, we were not exposed to the drugs, I guess, and we could spend our 20s without being exposed to the drugs. So I guess we are lucky, I guess, yeah. And it is so sad to hear that the 20s, people in their 20s these days are doing drugs. Like many of them are doing drugs. Yeah, that's a sad story. And if you are watching my video, please stay away from drugs or cigarettes. It's not good for you guys. You know, it costs money, it kills your body. So why would you do that, guys? Please don't. Anyways, this is going to be the end of the story for today. Thank you for watching my video once again, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.